Take a look here. Here's Tennessee's record at the Swamp since 2005. You've lost 10 in a row down there. You've seen Florida beat you with good teams. You've seen Florida beat you with bad teams. A 4-8 team beat you. A 4-7 team beat you. A 6-7 team beat you. A 5-7 team beat you. Urban Meyer beat Philip Fulmer twice. Urban Meyer beat Lane Kiffin. Will Muschamp beat Derek Dooley. Muschamp beat Butch Jones. Jim McElwain beat Butch Jones twice. Dan Mullen beat Jeremy Pruitt. Dan Mullen beat Josh Heupel. Billy Napier beat Josh Heupel. It doesn't matter. The team, the coach, you just don't win at the Swamp. So my question for my VFLs today is, what makes the Swamp such a house of horrors for Tennessee? So I kick it over to Ollie Lane, Daniel Hood, and Will Overstreet, who will point out that he won down there in 2001. So I'll toss it to them and say, none of these guys have a winning record at the Swamp. He's 1-1, 500. Will.
There you go.
What makes it tough down there?
Well, when we played down there, what made it tough is, I mean, obviously we always played a really good team. They were a national championship contender, and you played them a lot of times in early September. Now, my second time, because of 9/11, we played them later in the year. But I think it's a very different experience when you play Florida in the humidity and heat down there early in the year. I think that always made it a different kind of challenge that you had to go into. But, you know, they were always good teams when I played. I think some of this is like the mojo we talk about with Kentucky, right? They have that with us where we have that with Kentucky. There's a belief and an expectation that no matter how bad things go, eventually it turns out right. Yeah. I don't know about for you guys, but Daniel, what did you think about why is it so difficult to play down there?
You know, I can only chalk it up to something like as crazy as karma. Because, like, we had Nathan Peterman in one of those years. Best week of practice I think I've ever seen a quarterback have at the University of Tennessee. And we get down there in the first half and we have 5 turnovers. And obviously you're not winning a football game doing that. And it's like you can't put your finger on it. You don't know what it is. It's obviously a big stadium. They're right on top of you. It's all orange and blue. But there's just something. You're going to make a mistake there that's going to cost you the game.
The one thing I will say about Florida is there's not a place where you can escape. I mean, you come to the bench and the sideline, your sideline is neck and neck with the student section. You make one mistake, that mistake's going to get highlighted throughout the rest of the game because some heckling student section and some fan over there is going to keep reminding you of what you did the play before. And I mean, there's really, you know, sometimes at a lot of road environments, there is a place where you can kind of escape from the noise a little bit, kind of focus in on what you're doing. Not a lot of opportunities for that in Florida. And when you get in a position like that and you get the fans still in the game throughout the course of it, they don't let up. It's one of those crazy stadiums. You know, normally when you get to midfield, it starts to quiet down a little bit. You don't hear the fans as much. And that stadium, midfield's almost just as loud as any other end zone. And that's not structurally built in other road stadiums. And that's why this one, to me, is one of the hardest places to go play.
Yeah, I think consistently you just look at it. They've been good teams, but I think, like I said, what I think about Kentucky, I think the Florida locker room thinks about playing UT. And they go, it just doesn't matter. And I think their fan base is probably taking that same approach too. If things go against them, the fans still stay in it because they go, well, eventually we know this game, something's going to happen bad. It's going to turn around and we'll be here. So I think overall, I think it's hard to put your finger on it, but it's something there that we got to overcome. And unfortunately, John, we've been on the losing end of this way a long, long time, and until you do it, it's hard to say how you're going to predict that they're going to do it this time.